Hi, my name is Danielle Sanders, and today I'm talking to you from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm no longer in Prescott among the big pine trees. You see, about a month ago, I received a phone call for a job interview, but the hitch was I would have to relocate, and pretty quickly. So within weeks, I found myself packing and getting down here to Phoenix, Arizona for a new job. And I'm sure many of you have had those experiences in life where things suddenly change and you have to make adjustments. And so we have choices either to go with the adjustment or to remain stuck in our fear. And so I decided to come down here and give it a try, and things are working out quite well. But I haven't always been successful with adjustment and adaptivity, and that's what really I want to talk about today is adaptivity, because 30 years ago, I failed in that area where suddenly I found myself divorced with 3 children. And even though I had a college degree, I spent years as a at-home mom. And I'm sure you know the feeling of things suddenly changing and not knowing what to do and being fearful of new circumstances, all these external pressures. But that wasn't what the issue really was. The issue was I was stuck on the inside. I was full of resentment and anger, and I wasn't moving forward. And Dr. Barbara Fredrickson talks about the build and broad theory, where we have a choice to take positive emotions like gratitude, and actually, if we can take that path, it opens up new creative ways of dealing with things and personal growth and development. But I wasn't able to do that 30 years ago. Unfortunately, things in life happen. And William McRaven, the Admiral, in the TED Talk that was part of the assignment for our class, talks about, well, life just happens and things just happen and we have to move with it. But I couldn't do that. So what happened was I imploded on the inside, and I ended up in a mental hospital for about 3 or 4 days. Dr. Brene Brown had the similar experience of a breakdown where she talked about conflicts not being resolved. Well, this wasn't resolving for me. I was stuck in this. But one of the things about being in what I would call a state hospital without any insurance, it was a wake-up call that things had to change. And so I decided to find a way of getting healthy and whole again through therapy and 12-step, and finding a way to be more positive and not to hold on to negative, toxic feelings that don't really help me or help my family or help my community. And so from that day on, I just made it a habit of getting up every morning and thinking of gratitude, of something positive to think about, and reframing my situation. And most of all, being grateful that I had my mind back and that I was able to go back to school, able to raise my children, all these things. And so that's my lesson, is that we can adapt and we can adjust, and it's just our mindsets. And as Steve Jobs talks about, we can't always see how the dots connect when bad things happen to us, but now I can see that experience, how it serves me well. My job is that I'm an ombudsman for Phoenix Area 1, Region 1. My job is to go into places that I experienced and to make sure that residents, patients have their rights with dignity and respect and self-determination. And because I've come from a place where I actually experience not having those rights, I can advocate for them a lot better, from not just from knowledge and training, but from experience. And so that's my story. I wanted to share it with you today. I want to thank you for being a wonderful audience and listening to me, and you have a great day. We'll see you again.